Hi, this is Chris from Peters and Associates again. I'm doing a ongoing series of demonstrations to show you some of the great features that we're offering as additional applications to our Peters and Associates HR portal. So the Peters and Associates HR portal is a website that you can deploy in Office 365, SharePoint Online, SharePoint Server 2013 or SharePoint Server 2016. And this site is designed to provide a self-service portal for your staff or employees to come to get policy information, procedure information, the employee handbook, be able to access human resources forms, be able to access links that can send them out to various HR applications or information sources. You'll be able to display upcoming events on your HR calendar. You'll be able to display birthdays and anniversaries, things that are going on in the organization. Includes an employee search, so employees can go and look for contact information for other employees. And it also includes a time off form that's all online with business automation workflow for notifications and approvals. So a lot of really great features in our HR portal. We're also offering a set of additional add-on business applications, and one of those that I want to talk about today is our new hire portal. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the new hire portal over here. So our new hire portal application is designed to allow HR personnel to manage the new hiring process when an employee shows up. So rather than having to print out a new hire packet and manage all of that stuff, you can set up everything online, and then your new employee can access all that information online. They can follow the instructions, they can complete their tasks, you're notified about what's going on, and you get a summary of that set of work at the end once they've completed all their tasks. So it's a great way to create a self-service mechanism for new hires to come in and fill out all of their paperwork. So let me show you some of the things that this can do. It's very easy to set up new hires in your application. Right now I've actually got a user that we added here just a little bit ago, and the application is actually processing their tasks. Very easy for us if we wanted to add another new hire. I could go in, could click on and add my user. I'm going to use a new one called test user 1. I'm going to set up the date that that person's going to join us. Let's say, for example, they're going to join us on Monday the 27th, and I'm going to save that. So the application is going to run in the background, and it's going to start generating tasks. The great thing about the new hire portal is that you have the ability to define all of the tasks and all of the documents that you want your employees to work with. So this is all managed through a SharePoint list. You don't have to do any coding. There's no special things that you need to do. It's very, very easy to set up and manage all of these tasks you want to make available to your new hires. Let me give you an example how easy it is. So I'm going to click on New Item, and this is going to open up a form that allows me to create a new task. And I'm going to call this task Fill Out Employment Application. Now I can give this a description, and this is a rich text box, so I can actually create what I want my end user to see. And I have the ability to put in images, I can change the fonts, and I can insert links to documents. Let me show you how easy that is. I'm going to go over here to my library that's storing my HR policies. So I don't have to create a separate copy of my employment application. I can utilize the application, utilize this just the way I'm seeing it here. So I've selected my employment application, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Control C, and I'm going to get that link. So here we go. I'm going to get that link, and I'm going to copy that link. So now I've got that on my clipboard. I'm going to go back to my new hire configuration, and I'm going to go ahead and use that information I just captured. So I'm going to say, please fill out the employment application. And then what I'm going to say here is I'm going to actually insert a link, and I'm going to use that from an address because I've already copied it. And it's going to pop up the text I want to spend. I'm just going to put in here, click here, real easy. Then I'm going to use Control via a keyboard shortcut, and I'm going to populate that link. So I copied it off of my HR policies. I'm not taking an actual copy of the document, just the link to that particular document, and I'm going to say OK. Now I have the ability to define when do I want that task, that employment application, to be filled out. I can do it in the first day, first week, or I can simply have somebody review information. So I'm going to say I need that done in the first day. And where do I want to see that in the order of work that's being done? I'll just see that's number 4. I have the ability to activate and deactivate tasks. That means that I can create tasks and then I can turn them off temporarily if something happened or I've got like a particular type of employee that needs to fill out information. I can also reference directly the document URL again. So again, I'm going to use that Control V keyboard shortcut to paste in my link, and then I'm going to type in employment application. And then finally I have the option of creating a task or not. So what this means is it can be basically just display, and I can look at things and I don't have to have the user complete a SharePoint task as a matter of documentation. In this case, I'm going to say yes. I'll go ahead and save that. So now there's my new task for my new hire process, and the next time that we set up another person, that task is going to be generated. So it's really super easy, and I can come back and edit and change these tasks. I could delete them or I can turn them on and off, so you've got lots and lots of flexibility. So what then winds up happening for my end user, if I go back over here to get on my right one here, here I am, I've logged in over here as test user 2, who I had previously set up, and test user 2 is going to go over to the new hire portal, and they're going to see the new hire welcome. Go ahead and click into that, and here is that display based on the information that we had configured in our task configuration guide. So I can link to a welcome letter. Again, this could be stored in your SharePoint libraries, and then my user has the ability to click to documents, just like what we had talked about, and as they do those processes, they then can complete the task simply by checking the box. Application is going to update in the background. It sends an email to the HR team letting them know that they completed this task, and then once all the tasks are completed, it sends a summary notification email. Our users also get the task via Outlook. So for example, think about a week, a task that needs to be completed in a week. They have the option now of just going back to that task that hasn't been completed yet and accessing, the task, being able to mark that as complete. Very quick and easy, gives them a couple of different options there. If I go then to the new hire portal for our administrator, we have an admin portal. And the admin portal allows us to see all the activities that are going on for all of our new hires. So I can see, things that are happening, pending first day tasks. You can see this is for test user 1, who I had just set up, and they have a task sitting out there. I can also see test user 2, time to complete, voluntary benefits, and all those types of things. And I can see here test user 2 again. So all that information is being generated on the fly, so we can track all of that work that's being done. And again, the application sends out email notifications to the HR team, and a summary email at the end that tracks and shows all of the work that's been accomplished. So hope this is something that your organization can work with, and if you're interested in talking some more about our new hire portal, please contact your Peters account representative. Thanks very much.